Hey, how you doing? Hold on a second. I am doing fabulously this morning. Just dropped my grandson off at school. He's in kindergarten, 6.5 years old. He's a cool little kid. But I want to talk to you about being an entrepreneur. You know, and it's a pretty popular thing right now. I remember when I was younger, the thing was, you know, go to school, get good grades so you can get into college, and get good grades so you can get a good job, and that was kind of the cool thing to do and the right thing to do. And it wasn't for me. You know, I went to college to become a fireman, but that was about it. I didn't go to get a job per se. I did because I had to become a fireman, but I didn't do it so I could get a good white-collar job. But right now, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, and it's kind of a faddish thing. And you got Gary Vee and Grant Cardone and my friend Andy Frisella that does an amazing podcast called the MF CEO Project. It's a personal development / entrepreneur podcast, and it's not all that it's cracked up to be. Everybody wants to be the boss, but nobody wants to put in the work. Everybody wants to be the entrepreneur, but no one's willing to sacrifice literally everything for your baby, your entrepreneur, your business. And I don't think people realize how hard it is, and the ups and the downs. And you know, the ups can be extremely, like, really high ups, like insane, right? And you make a lot of money. But then the lows, the valleys, they're like something you probably never experienced before. And I was having one of those days yesterday, and I've struggled with depression my entire life since I was a little kid. You know, after the Columbine High School shooting that I was part of, I was there. You know, I was on antidepressants for a while because I just, you know, I had PTSD from that and some other stuff, and so I needed some drugs to kind of get me out of it. And I really haven't been on the drugs since about 3 years after the Columbine High School shooting. So it's been a while, but I still go through these ups and downs. And yesterday I woke up, I felt really good, and I had my workout gear on. I was going to the gym, and about halfway out the door, man, it was like this black cloud just freaking swarmed in on me, and I couldn't shake it. And I have no reason to be depressed, you know. I got to take my grandson to school today in my Ferrari. I mean, he got to be the cool kid, right? And that's what he said. He's like, "Grandpa, I'm the cool kid at school today." So I have no reason to be depressed. None. But I struggle with it. And it usually lasts a couple days. I don't feel like doing anything. Yesterday was one of the first days in a long time that I didn't want to go to work. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to put up with any of the bullshit that being the boss, the CEO, the entrepreneur that you got to put up with every day. I didn't want to make the decisions that, you know, I have to make every day that affects, you know, lives of hundreds of people. I just didn't want to do it yesterday. I just wanted to be an employee. I just wanted to be able to be told what to do and do my job and not have to make any of these decisions. And that's why entrepreneurs get paid so much money, is because they're willing to do that. They're willing to climb Mount Everest. They're willing, and they want to experience the highs, but they're willing to experience the lows. And the lows as an entrepreneur, I'm telling you, is so much lower than that as an employee. I mean, if it gets that low, you just quit, go get another job. If you're the entrepreneur and you have hundreds of people relying on you for their paycheck, for their food, for their family, you can't just quit. You can't quit. So I want you to think about that. See, I don't think everybody should be an entrepreneur. I don't think everybody has what it takes to be an entrepreneur. I don't think it's the best thing. I think what's better than being an entrepreneur is an intrapreneur, where Andy talks about this a lot on the MFCEO project, that you can be an intrapreneur. You're the CEO of your life. And I want to challenge you to that. I want you to be the CEO of your life. And if you're an employee, you could be an entrepreneur. You can be the best damn CEO of your division. My daughter's boyfriend works with me, and he's amazing at his job. He sits up front. Anybody who comes in, he's the greeter, he's the printer, he's the guy that answers the phone, and he's doing an amazing job, and I'm so proud of him. But he has on his door the male CEO, as an M-A-I-L CEO. Not as in male, female, the male, like mailman. He's the male CEO at our office. And he treats that as if that was his business. That's his baby. And that's what you really need to do, right? You need to treat it as your business. You need to be the CEO of your life, right? And you can make just as much money as an entrepreneur as you can as an entrepreneur. And a lot of times it's so much better. You know, I have friends that are salespeople for Grant Cardone. And I have friends that work for Andy Frisella. And I have friends that work for Brad Lee. And they're entrepreneurs. They're the best at what they do, but they work for Brad. They have none of the headaches, none of the overhead that Cardone's got, none of the stress that Andy Frisella's got, and yet they make a lot of money. They make over $1 million a year. $1 million a year. With no stress, no overhead, no employees. They simply do their job for Andy and Brad and Grant. And I have some guys that are working for me that are going to make a couple $100,000 this year. With no stress. No office stress, right? Now, how can you do that? It's because they're doing sales. And I highly recommend that if you want to be an entrepreneur, start out in sales, because without sales, you're never going to make it. You want proof that you'll never make it? I'll prove it to you. You can see it every single day on TV. There's this little show called Shark Tank, right? There's a show called Shark Tank. That will show you beyond a shadow of a doubt that I'm 100% right. A lot of entrepreneurs are sucky salespeople. They can't even sell their product to their family members and friends. So they go on Shark Tank in an attempt to sell a shark on their business plan. And they give up so much of their business. And I understand the strategic plan of going on Shark Tank to get all the exposure. That makes sense to me. But to go on the Shark Tank to give away 30 to 50% of your business to Mr. Wonderful or license it to a shark is absolutely ridiculous. If they would have spent as much energy to get onto that show, because it's not easy to get on that show. If they'd have spent as much energy getting on the show as if they would spend that amount of money just trying to sell their product, they wouldn't need to go on the show. So I think most people are better off as an intrapreneur versus an entrepreneur. Let someone else handle the life-changing decisions. Let someone else do the $100,000 a month payroll. Or in some of my friends' cases, millions of dollars a month in payroll. Let someone else deal with that. And instead, you go to work for a good entrepreneur. Go to work for an entrepreneur. Be the CEO of your division and kick some ass in sales. Because if you can be good at sales, You can be good at anything. You know, the average CEO of Fortune 500 companies, you know what they all have in common? They're awesome at sales and great at raising money. That's why they got hired to be the CEO. They're good at motivating people and encouraging people. So it all comes back to sales. It's all about sales. So if you want to become an entrepreneur at some point, start by being an entrepreneur. Go into sales. You know, and it doesn't matter what kind of sales. It could be selling knives, Cutco knives. It could be selling cars. It could be selling, you know, finance watches. It could be selling sunglasses. It could be selling makeup door to door. It doesn't matter. And a good place to start is an MLM, a multi-level marketing, direct sales marketing. If you want some suggestions on companies that join that I believe in, that I would do, that I've done, that I'm part of, reach out to me and I'll share some with you that they'll just help you hone in on your sales skills. The other thing, if you truly want to become a better salesperson and you don't have the $5,000 to invest in Grant Cardone's training program, and it's worth every penny, reach out to me. I'll share with you how you can piggyback on my Cardone University training. If you're a veteran and you served in our military, Grant Cardone will give you his $5,000 and $10,000 product system for free. Did you hear that? For free. So go to cardoneuniversity.com/veteran. cardoneuniversity.com/veteran. Again, I'm not getting paid by this. I'm just trying to share something with you that's valuable that you can use. So if you're a veteran, cardoneuniversity.com/veteran and sign up for the free Cardone U. If you're not a veteran and you just don't have the $5,000, reach out to me and I'll reach back to you. I'll call you or email you and tell you how you can use my Cardone University application that I've literally invested over $100,000 in, and I'll share that with you. You know, but you got to reach out to me first, right? So you don't have to be an entrepreneur, and I just wanted to share that with you, that it's not all that it's cracked up to be. It's hard. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of overhead. There's a lot of sleepless nights. And I read the other day the average entrepreneur and CEO works 80 hours a week. The average employee in America is 35 to 40 hours a week. The average entrepreneur is 70 to 80 hours a week. That's nearly double the amount of time a week. And people think it's so easy. They see you driving the fancy cars and flying private jets and going on fancy vacations, and they don't ever see the 80-hour weeks. You know, if I only work 80 hours in a week, that's pretty damn good for me. I do generally 100-hour weeks. So I just wanted to go over that a little bit with you, because I think everybody thinks it's just all, what's the word? Roses and something, peaches and cherries or something like that. Hold on a second. I got to adjust my mirror because I do not want to get any road rash on these beautiful wheels of mine in this new car. I see that on so many of these exotics and luxury cars where they just run into the curbs and they just ruin these wheels that are thousands of dollars each. All right, I got to get to work. I got entrepreneur stuff to do. I got some decisions to make. I hope you have an amazing day. Sorry for all the beeping. It's the car telling me all this stuff. So I hope you have an amazing day. Again, reach out to me if you want help with your sales ability. If you want some sales training, reach out to me. I'll share what I've spent over $100,000 on, and I can help you. If you're a veteran, cardoneuniversity.com or grantcardone.com/veteran. Grant will give it to you all for free. You want to see the car? All right, I'll show you the car. Somebody says they want to see the car. You want to hear the car? Listen to this. Now I'm just playing. Now I'm just having fun, right? How do you like that? Is that awesome or what? That's awesome, isn't it? All right, I'll show you the car. Landlord's probably gonna come out and go, what the hell's going on? All right, let me show you the car. Want to see the interior of it? Let me switch this around here. Hold on. CardoneUniversity.com. Someone asked what website. CardoneUniversity.com or GrantCardone.com. Where's the... Sorry, cut out for a second because it's connecting to Wi-Fi here at the office. There's the interior. I don't know if you can see that very well, but just enough red. Got a little bit of yellow in it. That's why I never know how fast I'm going. The tachometer's bigger than the speedometer. Here's the outside of it. Cardone solid Indy. I don't care if the dude sacrifices goats in his basement. Cardone is the best at what he does. But everybody has their excuses not being successful, and you can blame it on being